out because I'm worried about my friend Ray Santos. He hasn't been answering his radio, and I'm getting a little worried. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd appreciate it if someone could check and make sure everything is okay.
All right, what is going on, guys? Brian back with another episode of our State of Decay 2 Lethal Zone guide. Now, as you guys see there, Lily just hit us up. I was literally as I was about to start talking, she started talking. But just in case some of you guys haven't got the story bits out of this map, and you want to hear some dialogue, I'm gonna leave that in there for you. But yeah, so these are good missions. Like I said, you got to be careful with some of the missions that you do, especially if you're not comfortable with Lethal Zone, because some of them are actually pretty dangerous. But this one, the Santos Legacy, isn't too bad, and it's going to be some free influence. But before we start those missions don't start until you click them. Like, you actually have to physically activate it, and the missions will start. So if you guys have these missions that pop up and you're like, dude, I don't see anything on the map, like, what is going on, is because you actually have to physically click on that to start it. But my goal last episode, we went ahead, we farmed up some influence, and we got a little bit of resources, and I want to move over to that trailer park base. But in order to do that, we have to clear out 2 play carts. Now, I was trying to show you guys, don't rush to get out of the starter base. Starter base is bad. It is bad, but get your bearings, get your resources squared away, get some influence built up, and then move. But this base is very, very cheap. So if you do have influence, and you brought better resources than I did, and you can take out these play carts faster than I did in 3 episodes or whatever, then move to that base whenever you're ready. But I just wanted to show you guys, do not be in a rush to get out of the starter base. It's more than enough for you to get rolling. But who are we gonna take? I would have took Harry because he's our blood plague survivor, so he would have been the ideal person to take to the plague cart. What I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna let him rest, and we're gonna take Matsuo out. Wow, her and him were sitting in the same chair. That is friendship at the max right there. They became one. All right, so we're going to gear up. And while he's resting, we're going to go up here and clear out this infestation. And you know what? I actually will do the Ray Santos mission. We'll clear out that infestation, do the Ray Santos mission, and that should give us enough time for our other mission to repopulate. All right, just want to make sure all of our stuff is decently repaired. It's one of my top things, guys. Make sure that my weapons are repaired. Make sure that my guns are... So I don't want to be out and about and stuff break down on me. We're really, really low on meds, but we should be okay. Bring some stam items, and that's all we have for fire. So I still have my filling machine in. I will craft up some of these. Only because I am going to need some for when we go to hit the play carts. So if you guys see right now, my inventory is huge. I have 4 pocket slots, plus I have my full 8-slot backpack. Red Talons, once they get the backpacking and the resourcefulness thing, so they get the 2 additional inventory slots. So if you guys want somebody for looting, Red Talons are definitely good. Cars on the backside. I think all we have, is some fighting for her to level up. Car's good on fuel. It's nice and repaired. Pharaoh. Now the thing is that Pharaoh's gonna still be around. That's the thing about freak zombies. They don't like despawn like normal zombies when you drive away. When they do despawn, but when you come back, it's like the game remembers where the freaks were. So I said, you want to take your time now driving through here. I don't have, these are just normal zombies. I could just literally whip through there, and I could get out of the car and just, take them out. But I don't want to do any damage to my vehicle, and I don't want to be whipping through here and smack these dudes at like 60 miles an hour. So we're just going to clear them out really quick. Plus, we can use a little bit of fighting XP. Now, the reason why I stood up is because if you fight zombies from stealth kills, it's considered wits XP and not fighting XP, so. And now we can drive through here without a care in the world. Because the vehicles are pretty soft and lethal. All right. And I'm going to try to show you guys the best way to try to start taking out plague hearts early game.
I don't want to be here any longer.
Pretty good horde over there.
How's it going over there? We could use some backup here.
Oh, who are they? Okay, that's our other little enclave there. They're asking for some bullets, which we have 12 ammo at base, which means I can afford to give them a ruck. Not for my supply, though. I'm not going to give them one for my supply. I'm going to give them one that I can loot out here in the world. Okay, so I wanna save resources. I could just burn this infestation out, but I want to save resources, so. Just gonna stealth them up. I just want eyes on the screamer. Now, oh, there he is. Firecrackers would be amazing. Obviously, if I had some firecrackers, I'd be able to just lure everything out the house. But the issue with firecrackers is they draw in additional threats. So it's like, yes, they pile up the zombies in a nice centralized location for you to hit them with, you know, say a Molotov or whatever. But, you know, say there's a Pharaoh pack on the other side of this house, and I throw firecrackers right here, and I'm standing over here. What's going to happen is, yes, all the zombies are going to come out the house and pile up here, but it's also going to call in all the zombies over there. It's going to call in the zombies back here. It's going to call everything in the area over. So that's generally why I stay away from things like the firecrackers and stuff, because they bring in more threats. All right, so let's see. We already looted that area out and that area, so that we're not going to be able to get any bullets. I believe there's an ammo location right here somewhere. It actually might be this one that I'm thinking about. Yeah, that is actually the one. So we're SOL when it comes to bullets over here. We'll go check these. There's like a military tent over here. I guess we could check. I highly doubt we're going to get bullets out of there, though. But we have a little bit of extra influence, so what I can do is I can call in a bag. Because we have a little bit of influence to spare. Like I showed you guys in my new player guide, putting it in your car up against something just means zombies won't be able to jump on the hood. Alright, so we got 4 lootables in here. Generally are nice locations for bullets. We got some loose 5.56.
Twain here, confirming that none of us are perfect. Maybe you drank too much or didn't pay alimony. Heck, maybe you just didn't recycle. None of that matters now. The network isn't concerned with your past.
Yeah, we're not getting ammo out of here.
We're in this together now, and the future is what matters.
So when in doubt, we could spend 75 influence. It's still cheaper than buying a ruck.
Can you check to see
we'll
if
locate
anyone
some.
knows a good place to scavenge?
We will handle the situation for you.
I'm getting started now.
Oh, right. Actually, nice. It spawned right down near where they are, so that kind of worked out pretty nice. So yeah, don't be scared to use those those radio commands. Things get tight and lethal, and you're gonna have to have multiple different ways to acquire resources outside of like looting. And I was really bad with those radio commands at first when I was playing. I always forgot about them, but it's only 75 influence, and you can get a bag of materials. Or a bag of ammo, a bag of food, whatever. And it's so much cheaper, because if you go to like an enclave or even call in a trader, they're like 175. Unless the enclave is allied, then they're only, I believe, 125. But you're still saving influence. One of these was that red Talon little outpost up here. I'm gonna guess it's in here. Now this place is generally pre-looted, but this time it's not. This has 3 lootables. The first 2 times I came to this map, it was pre-looted.
That's the ticket.
There we go.
Before you know it.
Damn.
Wonderful.
Nice. So we got 2 bags actually, because one was spawned in from the mission and one was already here. So that worked out really good. And we're getting we actually had some weapons in there. I didn't really see what was in here. So we got a nice sighted AK. Some more loose bullets. All right, let's go drop this bag off to our friends across the way.
I'll be there with you before
This is going to make them allies.
You're the best.
And we're going to look at recruiting one of them. Because in order to move into that trailer park base, we do... Whoops. We do need a 4th survivor.
Welcome, friends. Come on in.
Butterfly, your name is awesome.
Thanks a bunch.
Okay, so Austin here. It's craftsman with gimped health.
Hey, how's life treating you?
She is painting.
Hey, how's it going?
And Magoo.
If you need something, we've got stuff to trade. Stop on by.
I mean, he's not bad. He's got assault, which is cool with me. Extra ammo stacks. Discipline is a little It works. Let me think on that. We don't need to recruit right now. And I don't remember who was up in here. We're going to have to go up there and look. But we might recruit one of them too. So let's go see. So this is a spare parts trader. I could use a little bit of extra influence before we head out. I should have started on these play carts now though. But I want to make sure that Harry here is healed up and not tired before we go. So that might mean we're going to have to hit hearts when it's a little dark outside. Okay, so we got a Pharaoh. A little harder to squish him in this area because of all of the obstacles. I just had to get into a little bit of an open area here. So right now our choice is Magoo or somebody up in the other enclave, which we'll go scope out. I'm just trying to see if I have anything to sell, and I do. Okay. Now, these spare parts traders generally don't have much that I'm interested in. The one thing they might have is a salvage furnace. And the salvage furnace is really, really cool because what it allows you to do is break down resources inside of your locker, like your guns or extra melee weapons, and you just get like double the amount of parts. Not double, but you get an additional amount of parts for scrapping it. And I always try to tell you guys, don't hoard weapons that you're not going to use. Like, what are they doing? You know, they're just kind of serving you no purpose. They're just sitting there collecting dust. And what I advise you guys to do is allow those weapons to serve you in some type of way, and whether that's in the form of parts, you know what I mean? So that's generally what I do.
Hey there. Yo, there's a group of arms dealers nearby. Their selection is massive, but their prices are high. Maybe we should check them out.
All right, perfect. So, another thing that we were also trying to get our hands on in order to do this plague heart extermination was a heavy weapon, and I don't have to loot for one now. I can just buy this one. And we're at 1,500 influence. I only need 500 for the base, so I'm going to be a little spendy here. I'm going to buy this toolkit, save me some parts myself. I'm not going to buy the parts. Those are a little on the expensive side. But I think that we'll roll with that for right now. I got myself a heavy weapon, which is cool for attacking a plague heart. Now, it's not the best heavy weapon. It's not even an ideal one for plague hearts, but it's okay. It's all right. So let's go up here. We're going to check out this enclave really quick just to see who's in it. Now, I'm being selective, you know, on who I recruit because I'm not in a rush to get in that base. So, and I advise you guys, you can, if you really just want to get in that base, you don't care. You could just kind of recruit anybody, kick them out, sacrifice them to the plague heart gods, do whatever you want to do. Just if you want to really get into a new base, go for it. But I'm not in a super rush, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to kind of take my time and find a survivor that I actually plan on keeping. Now, if it gets, like, too bad, like, say there's nobody up, like, Magoo is okay, you know, like, he's not my ideal survivor, but I can work with it. All right.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
And before you, if you do decide to recruit somebody from an enclave, make sure that you check the enclave's inventory, see if they have anything that you want to buy before getting rid of them. So we got what, five zombies? I need the fighting XP.
I've got to keep that one down.
Okay, let's see what these guys got skill-wise. So, Wesley here. Okay. He's pretty good. Wesley's pretty good. He may be it. Oklahoma, your name is even more awesome. You're not the standard. So, I actually might grab Wesley here.
Okay.
See what they have for sale. So, now bottles of stimulants, perfect. I definitely want to buy those. I want this first aid kit. Just watching my influence to make sure I'm not going too crazy. And I actually going to buy these materials because when we do move, we're going to need some materials. So I might as well grab a bag now. And the bottles of stimulants are the best.
Hey, what's poppin'?
They are the best stamina items
Join our family.
in the game. So any chance you can get your hands on some, definitely get them. They're not easy to come by. There's no way to craft them. You have to either loot them or buy them from traders and stuff. All right, let's get Wesley home. I'm going to get him set up on base defense, and then we're going to go do this thing for Ray. And I'm pretty sure once we're done with Ray, our Blood Plague survivor,
All right, kids, here you go. You're welcome.
he should be okay to go out. All right, there we go. Now, I'm keeping her kitted up because I am going to bring her out. But I just want to hop on Wesley real quick just to see what he had. I think he had a gun, too, it seemed. Oh, he actually had a lever action rifle. Shoots what? 357? Yeah, 357. So not ideal firearm, but it's a pretty good one when it comes to not breaking. So if you want to throw, anytime you get a lever action rifle, they're good because you can just throw a freaking whatchamacallit, a suppressor on it, a cheap suppressor too, and not worry about the weapon degrading. So we're gonna get him on base defense. I actually have quite a few AKs. All right, so Harry is already healed up. Let's do the Ray Santos mission, and then we'll go take care of the play cards. I know I should just go do it now, though. I got a little bit of sunlight. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it now. Let's try to at least start a play cart while it's still sunny out. Ray Santos isn't going anywhere. Okay, so, I mean, honestly, bringing her to kill plague carts probably would have been a better idea, but I don't have a whole lot of plague cures or anything like that right now, so I'm, doing this will save me from having to do anything plague related. He's not going to take any plague damage because he's a blood plague survivor, so I don't even need to bring plague cures with me. So we're going to go with stamina, healing items. We actually have quite a few frag grenades, Willie Pete. Bring 2 batches of fire. Heavy weapon. I'm not going to equip the heavy weapon, though. And, man, this mace is really, really beat up. We'll just go close combat. We'll just use the knife. And is there anything else I want to bring? I think I might bring a little bit more 5.56. But I'm thinking this should be enough to kill a plague cart. Now, try to get your hands on some explosives, especially in the early plague carts. Explosives, Willie Pete, that type of stuff is really, really fast and easy. But the main thing I use is the heavy weapons. If you get your hands on a heavy weapon, I'll show you guys here how we're going to do it. But it just makes stuff so much easier. So we'll start with this heart here. Now, a tip for plague carts. Plague carts remember how much damage you do to them, even if you log off and log back on. So what you need to do is, when you go and you attack one, and say you get overwhelmed, just leave. That's the thing, is you don't have to stay there. You can go do a plague cart of one phase at a time. If you're really having a hard time taking out hearts, go, work on it a little bit here and there, go back, do other stuff, come back, working on it a little bit. You don't have to kill it all at once. So that's what I want you guys to remember, is you can go and literally just kind of pick at play carts. You don't have to kill it all in one go. We do have an outpost up here, so that's what I was going to say. So have an outpost in the general vicinity of where you're going to be clearing out your hearts. That way you have somewhere to fall back to. Especially if you have blood plague or something like that. This just gives me an area I can fall back to if I run out of cure or something like that. All right, I want that sample. All right, I just wanted to grab this plague sample. And for this house, where am I going to park? I'll probably pin it right up against that orange car. So I'm just looking down the road, you know, visually looking. Okay, I know when I drive down there, I'm going to aggro up a bunch of stuff. I honestly could leave my car here. I don't need to bring it, so I'm going to pin my car up against this trailer here. Driving down there is just going to aggro more zombies than I necessarily need to even deal with. So that's a pretty big horde. No, so we're just going to try to keep this clean. There we go. Get us some wits XP. Now, what you see me here doing is
a place this close to a plague heart.
I'm going around and I'm just clearing the perimeter because I know as soon as I start on this plague heart, it's going to draw zombies in and it's going to spawn zombies in. So it's like I already going to have to deal with the spawned in zombies. I don't want to have to deal with spawned in zombies and the zombies that are already in the ambient area. So going around and just kind of clearing out the area like that group down there, they're probably going to come up here. And that bloater, I don't want him to come up here. Getting kind of dark. So you're just kind of scanning the area and seeing. Now, if I didn't pay attention and, you know, notice that bloater was down there, I could have been up here doing my plague heart thing and all of a sudden, boom, you know, a bloater would have came and jumped me. So there's a zombie down there that screamed. Alright, let me spawn in whatever's going to be in this house. So we got the area relatively clear. You can't kill everything, obviously. Shit just keeps spawning in, but let's get this house activated. There he is. Oh, good shot. Better shot. So the reason why I'm shooting is I want to lure everybody outside. We're just going to dodge around. Is this everybody? Alright. So what we're doing here is we're just kind of dodging through, trying to bunch them all up. I want to get the most bang for my buck when it comes to my incendiary. There we go. Got them all pretty grouped up. We're still going to have a couple left. Going to group these guys up. And I'm actually going to go for the grab and push. Alright, that should be everything from inside the house.
Getting low on these.
Now the thing about Lethal Zone Hearts is you want to fight outside because all of those zombies would have spawned inside. And you would have been in close quarters. You have a good chance you would have got bit. But in this case, I dragged everybody outside. I was able to burn them without burning myself. And now the inside is clear. Should be clear at least. There might be more, but we're going to just go through, check the rooms. Alright, I want to hurry up and start hitting this thing while my stim is still active. And it just wore off.
Nice.
Yeah, good grab. I knew he was coming. I heard him coming. But now, as you guys see, I took no plague damage there. And that's because we have a blood plague survivor. We're just taking normal damage, which at the end of the day, that's really cheap to fix. Let that go off. I'm gonna unequip this heavy weapon. Now the reason why you guys see me doing that is he's still a pretty fresh survivor, and fighting zombies with heavy weapons is not ideal. And I'd rather just use the knife. And like I said, I'm just taking my time and clearing out the zombies that are called in. Because if I need to leave, I'll just leave. But what we're going to do here is we're going to try to... I was thinking about just kind of whipping a incendiary through the window. But I'm going to save an incendiary. Area's pretty clear. We'll go back to melee.
Almost there.
Get our stamina back. Bring it outside. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Let my stamina come back. Like I said, there's no rush, guys. Literally, you're just chilling, taking your time, and just dealing with the zombies as they come in. That way they don't bunch up on you. Get a couple more swings here. My dude won't jump out the window because the zombie's trying to come out the window, so we're just gonna dodge through the smoke. Now, I have to be a little careful here because I don't have any more stamina items. So I'm actually going to do some shooting. And now I could just finish it off by throwing something in quick, but because I don't want to mess around. I don't have any stamina items.
There goes my last shot.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around. I don't have any stamina items, and swinging around that heavy weapon is going to exhaust me pretty bad. So what we're going to do is we're just going to whip these grenades in there really quick.
Sure didn't like that.
Should take 2. No, 3.
That's another one down.
All right, so now
We can finally secure
I know them grenades are probably going to call in stuff, so we're going to wait a second, see how bad the area gets. All right, it's pretty good.
Is that
So
a bloater?
what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get our car.
Pharaoh incoming. Now go for the head.
We're gonna go get our car. We're gonna go swing by the outpost. Re-up on some stamina items because being out here without stamina items is suicide.
I better watch out for plague zombies.
And I'm gonna use that first aid kit that we got earlier to heal up. But yeah, when you have blood plague survivors, you can definitely be a lot more reckless with them, and when it comes to like dealing with plague, because all you're gonna take is just normal damage. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're gonna drop those. I'm actually gonna rearm on some 9mm. Now, as you guys can see, these guns take a ton of damage just from that little bit of shooting I was doing there. And the guns are pretty beat up. And that's because these suppressors are garbage. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch around what we did. I brought a little bit of extra 5.56, but I actually kind of want to use a Scorpion because rifles are cool and all, but the ammo is more expensive. So it's like I would rather use the cheap 9mm. Which actually reminds me, let's take this off. Get our pistol press on here. Because I'd rather use handgun bullets than rifle bullets. Okay, so we're going to grab those. And I'm going to heal up with that. Yeah, so that little bit of damage right there, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so these 2 Willy Pete's are definitely going to be enough for this next plague heart. Now, what I'm going to do is we're actually going to go and scope out the loot that we got out of that thing. Because sometimes you actually get some good items that you can use on the next plague heart. And that until update 27 comes out, I don't want to forget where my plague heart loot is. Now, if it's not the most exciting stuff, I could just leave it here because we are going to be moving right across the street. And I'll just come back at another time.
No securing a place this close to a plague heart.
Respawn the windows.
I see a bunch of zombies heading our way, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so that kind of puts a wrench in our plans. Could grab this frag. We'll throw that in the trunk.
Slow me down a bit.
Alright, we'll come back for the rest of that stuff later on. Yeah, I'm on a mission, so I know I don't have a whole lot of inventory right now, so I'm not just going to just loot up on stuff. I want to get this other plague heart killed, so for now, we'll throw all this extra stuff in there. Actually, I'll keep those on me. I didn't bring the extra 9mm like I said I was going to because I'm a nub. Alright, and this is the second plague heart that is controlling this area. So we're going to do the same thing. Kind of look around the building, see if there's any bloaters, screamers, anything I don't want to draw in. I hear a screamer. Oh, yeah, triple screamer, actually. I'm going to line these guys up. Our 5.56 has penetration. Hit all 3 at once. So my stealth is like really, really low. Alright, we're good. Let's spawn in the zombies. Yeah, that triple screamer pack there would have been a bad
Place is
a
hotter
bad
than
day.
damn sauna. That's locked. I need a break.
I didn't expect that guy to just appear. We still did burn a lot of them though, which is good.
Kill that screamer.
Alright, so we definitely want to locate him wherever he may be. Okay, he's coming down the road there. We're just doing the same thing we did earlier. Dodging around, bunching these guys up. Watch our stamina.
I can't carry that much.
Of course you can't. Take him out. Now the thing is, I haven't even freaking started on the play cart yet. No, I already tried to do that. So we're gonna kill this one a little bit faster. I'm gonna be a little more expensive on it. So we're gonna deal with it in melee for just the first phase, and the other phase I'm going to use Willie Pete. Okay, so heard the Pharaoh come. We're gonna drag him outside.
Now go for the head.
So I haven't even phased it all the way yet. I'm actually gonna run back in and start hitting it a couple more times.
Gotta keep fighting.
Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I already know I'm gonna call in more zombies when I phase it. There we go. So I'm just gonna wait for everybody to come in, and now we're gonna burn them all. Another Pharaoh. Alright, so now that we got it phased, like I said, I'm going to be a little more expensive on this one. Let's throw these right into the kitchen.
Nearly out. Now go for the head.
Bill Goldberg! Now, I should have made space with that Pharaoh. I was being a little overconfident, thinking I was going to be able to hit all the shots I needed to hit. Oh, we're just going to deal with these guys.
This gun's dry.
All right, we should be good to go. Throw this last Willie Pete in here and be done with it.
That's my last one.
All right. Was there a reason why the Willie Pete didn't kill it? That's the only downside to Willie Pete, guys, is it is very, very unpredictable.
Sure didn't like that.
There we go.
Plague hard is in the history books. Feels nice to take back some territory.
All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to head over. Now that we got our base area clear here, we're going to just move in right now. And we'll come back and loot that plague heart another time once we get moved in. Okay, so we don't have a melee weapon, and we don't really have all that many bullets. We are going to have to clear out the base. I could use the heavy weapon, but like I said, those things are more trouble than they're worth when you're using a fresh reviver. But should only be a few zombies in here. I'm not too worried about it. Squish his head up against the wall.
Damn it. It's locked. Damn. Too loud. That won't work.
Damn, I missed that siege, but it's okay. I forgot I had that extra bag of ammo, so we're only down to 15. It's not that big of a deal. I was just in plague heart mode, so I forgot. Now, if you guys don't want to lose that additional ammo, make sure you go back. Like I said, I could anytime I could have just stopped and went ahead and done that base siege and then came back. All right, let's see here. So we're gonna, yep, we got everything we need. Let's claim this place. Now here we are in our first real base. First things first, we're gonna get the bed squared away. Get the people removing this trash.
I'm on my way out.
Get all this stuff into the base. We're actually overcapped on materials. Man, we don't have a whole lot of labor now, do we? Yeah, so the roof here, guys. I really, really like putting a watchtower right on the top of the roof here. It has such good sight lines all around the base. It's a really, really good spot. Your people just stand up there and they just chew the zombies up. But yeah, we'll put it right here. It has good sight lines to the front of the base. Really good sight lines because a lot of your siege stuff's going to come from the back here. You could also put it over here, but then they're going to... I mean, it all just depends. I don't know. I'll think about it, which side I want. This is more centralized, you know, so they'll be able to shoot zombies over here and zombies over here. But that corner also has good sight lines for the road to pick off wandering hordes and stuff. Alright, let's get him on bed rest. He did very, very well. He did beat up our guns, though, quite a bit. All right, Wesley. We're going to send Wesley out here. Earn his keep. While we're doing this stuff with the base, we're going to head out and do a little bit of looting. We're going to go check our play cart. At night, like I said, if you are still not super comfortable with the lethal zone, what you can do is do looting around your base. Try to stay close to either your base or around enclaves in like a safer area. That's what I would advise. Now, I believe both of those play carts actually had 8 slots in them. So let's just gear up with weapons and we'll go actually get a bigger backpack. So this gun's really, really beat up right now, but I don't want to spend the parts to fix it right now. So I'm actually going to grab this AK, also use this 5.56. And the Scorpion, we'll still have to, we'll take that as our sidearm for now too. Still beat up, but it's all right. It's usable. Now, I installed that freaking ammo press, and I forgot, before we moved, I forgot to craft bullets with it, but it's fine. This is going to take, what, 230, so we'll break this down really quick, 50 seconds. All right, so we're good on beds. Trailer park beds are really, really, that's what I'm saying, guys. This base is really, really nice. You can, it gives you space for 5 survivors. You get a soundproof latrine. This thing is pretty cool. We get the benefits from a latrine, which is, you know, it helps out in lethal zone because you're going to have issues with morale. So you get a little bit of morale here. And like I said, you get so many small slots. Like, I don't have to worry about wasting slots on beds. We already have those. I don't have to worry about, you know, any morale functions, nothing like that. And the thing has pretty decent storage, you know what I mean? Like, across the board, 50 materials we can hold in this place. Like, that's crazy. So, across the board has decent storage, a lot of small slots what we can do stuff with. All right, let's get that going, and I will do our Red Talon Workshop. Oh, that went in my inventory, didn't it? That was not supposed to do that.
I finally made sense of the duty roster.
Oh, okay.
I think I know how to find him if he's alive.
All right, we're head out.
Have fun out there.
Like I said, we're going to go back over here. Check and see if we can get our hands on a bigger backpack.
Another successful project under our belt.
All right, so that workshop built. Level 3 workshop that quick. That's what I was saying, guys. It's an amazing, amazing facility. I know a lot of you guys were asking how to get this. I'll explain it on video. So what you have to do is if you don't know how to get it, you have to play Daybreak and unlock it through Daybreak. And then once you actually unlock it in Daybreak, you actually have to call in this. So you go to your radio commands. You see where it says Daybreak. And you'll call in the Prestige Trader, and you actually buy it from this trader with the points that you earn from Daybreak. So up here, we're going to do our infirmary. So we've been away from this building for a little bit, so going inside, we're going to be a little careful, make sure, because zombies are like right there. They'll spawn back in. Should draw them out to the front.
you're busy. Could you maybe lend us a hand?
Okay, running on empty.
All right. House seems clear. There's a zombie over in that shed there. I just didn't want him to see me and scream and... Yep, here we go. 8 slot. We'll grab the rest of this crap.
This shit is heavy.
Turn this into a safe zone.
Looks like we're in the clear.
I said we're just out here to loot, and that's one of the things, guys, that as a player you have to learn how to do is learn when to fight and learn when to avoid a fight. At nighttime, I only want to come out here and gain supplies, you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole purpose of looting, you know, is to a net increase, you know? But if I'm out here, you know, fighting while I'm doing play guards, fighting while I'm looting, fighting, and I'm just always fighting, you're going to have issues with resources. It's just going to feel like you're always just spending. And even when you're out gaining, you're still spending. So you want to learn how to keep it cheap, you know, while you're out and about. Like right now, that's why you see me using a lot of melee. And really not trying to fight zombies as it is anyways. Right, see that plague sample over there. Bunch of zombies though.
Much in here.
There's a day waiting for all of us. The last raid. The day we don't come back. There's no shame in dying if you did right while you lived. Those who remain will honor your sacrifice.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just trying to... It's not that I'm scared to fight the zombies, obviously. I'm just, I'm not trying to turn this into a, you know, a big fight. I kind of really just want to come in, get my resources, and get out.
Okay, we good.
Another safe area. Try to grab all of this. Got a Gladius. Nice. So this is a new weapon that was added to the game with this update.
This shit is heavy.
Need to grab that. The Shriek Knife. Nice. And I'm gonna go see if I'm pretty sure my trunk is full. Not super bent out of shape. I'm not able to get the bandages, but...
I'm so beat.
Whoa, look at that arm. Now, I should have took that screamer out. Because there's a good chance when I drive by him, he's... Oh, actually, never mind. There's 3 of them. But we should deal with them eventually. But we got our loot. And we didn't have to really spend any resources. Beat our weapon up a little bit, our melee weapon, and that was it. But...
Special delivery.
Drop all this crap. We got some backpacks, because we got another sidearm. That shoots a different caliber outside of 9mm. So, resources. Still looking good. We're still up on materials quite a bit. I'm going to take a second, see what our base needs. We're going to definitely upgrade this. We still have 22 materials. Get the potties cleaned up. They'll give us a little bit of morale. And as you guys can see, I still have the same exact setup that I had in the other base, except the fact that I just have a toilet now. But we're still only running an infirmary. We're only running the workshop. Let me see. Food-wise, we're losing 2 food a day. So I could plant like a little garden. I could plant a farm over here. And that could really turn that into a food powerhouse, which we actually might do, just to save myself some small slots. Or I could just upgrade one of these outposts. But I'm actually thinking about getting rid of a food outpost, but we'll go over that next episode. This episode's been going on for quite a while. But yeah, there we are. We got some play cards taken out. Early game play cards, like I said, they're a little annoying.
That we're making too much noise in this place.
Because you got to kind of just kill them with what you got. You know what I mean? And in this situation, we got lucky. We had a little bit of incendiaries and stuff like that, and some grenades and a heavy weapon. I advise you to at least try to get your hands on a heavy weapon before trying to take out your first couple hearts. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up, like the video. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.